You're listening to Love Advice with Leanne. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Leanne. Longtime listener, first-time caller. Why, in your professional opinion, do you never take my calls off the air?
Is this Carl?
Yep, it's Carl. I mean, we had a few dates. Everything was great. I thought,
Well, you know, when you switch to Geico, you could save a lot of money on car insurance.
Okay, awesome.
You should call them.
I will.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Episode 387 of Job Search Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I did hunt down leaders and staff for organizations for more than 40 years, and now I coach people and organizations to play big. A lot of my work involves career coaching, helping people find work, stuff along those lines. I also work with individuals at large corporations. Now, this show is about reminders for you about negotiating. And it's a longer show, but hang in there, it's a good one. Hope you find it helpful. Please give Job Search Radio 5 stars in iTunes or Stitcher. It helps other people discover the show. And if you're not following me on Facebook, you can follow my page for Job Search Radio. But even better is my page, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Follow me there. There's a lot of content I release daily beyond simply the podcast. And now let's get going. Episode 387 of Job Search Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I did hunt down leaders and staff for organizations for more than 40 years, and now I coach people and organizations to play big. A lot of my work involves career coaching, helping people find work, stuff along those lines. I also work with individuals at large corporations. Now, this show is about reminders for you about negotiating. And it's a longer show, but hang in there, it's a good one. Hope you find it helpful. Please give Job Search Radio 5 stars in iTunes or Stitcher. It helps other people discover the show. And if you're not following me on Facebook, you can follow my page for Job Search Radio. But even better is my page, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Follow me there. There's a lot of content I release daily beyond simply the podcast. And now let's get going. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a brownie with ice cream on it? I hope you have. It is one of the most wonderful things in the world to enjoy. I love a good brownie with ice cream on top. For me, it's chocolate ice cream. For you, maybe vanilla or some other flavor. Well, you leave a message in the comments area. Tell me what kind of ice cream you like. Now, I'll just say that there's a difference between the brownie and ice cream that you have at home and the one that you have at a restaurant. What do you think the difference is? Answer, a squeeze bottle. A squeeze bottle where they have sauce in it and can use it to decorate the plate and perhaps the ice cream as well with a drizzle that is decorative that just makes it that much more appealing. How about a steak? Ever have a steak and potatoes somewhere? I'm sorry for you vegetarians. I apologize if I'm bringing up a sore subject. I'll get off of it quickly. A steak you can make at home. I'm sure it's wonderful at times. And you go to a restaurant and they decorate the plate in particular ways that just make it that much more interesting. Everything around that steak looks magnificent. That's the difference. So many of you just sell the steak, meaning, who you are and what you can do. And you don't think in terms of the sizzle. Like, have you ever been to a restaurant where there's some flamboyant dish that's served? I remember being younger and it was the poo-poo platter at the Chinese restaurant. Or the dish that came out on the sizzling plate. Ooh, such drama. And they charged a premium for it. And we loved it. We enjoyed it. And you can do the same thing at home. All you do is heat up the oil, heat up a pan Wait till it's very hot, get the oil in there, then toss your food in, and if you want to really put on the display, a little sprinkle of water and the plate goes wild because the water doesn't really connect with the oil well, does it? When you're job hunting, when you're in your career and you're trying to market and promote yourself, don't just simply market yourself for what you can do, but think of the sizzle and the excitement that you can create around what you can deliver to them. So if you're an executive, for example, interviewing for a role, it's not just simply enough to talk about the accomplishments, but the impact on people and how they delighted in your work and they express such excitement about it. Maybe you have a web page that calls attention to some of the quotes that you receive. Maybe you start painting the picture of what the plate would look like if you came on board at their firm. Get where I'm going with this? Remember, always be out there selling and not just simply delivering facts. Facts are good up to a point, but we eat with our eyes as well as with our mouth and with our palate. So think about how they can eat with their eyes when they interview you. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here's a few ways that I can be of help to you. First of all, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching from me, help with interview preparation, or with assistance on a salary negotiation, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, tell me what it's about, coaching, interview prep, salary negotiation, whatever it is, just put it in the subject line, and in the body, just tell me what's going on, and we'll schedule a time to speak. Next, if you're interested in resume and LinkedIn profile reviews, critiques and such, or a job search makeover where I review every aspect of what you've been doing in your search and try and help you make corrective action one time, you can find out about it at my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Look for the tab on top that indicates the kind of service that you want. Click through, place the order, and we'll get to work right away. And there's always JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. Plus, through the site, for one price, you can also ask me questions as well. Again, that site is JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. I'll be back with more soon, and in the meantime, have a great day. Take care.
What you doing? Ran out of space on my phone, so I'm deleting some stuff. Bye, singing dog. Bye, goal.
I pronounce you.
Bye, wedding ceremony.
Stop. At Metro PCS, you get 2 free phones with twice as much memory.
Really?
Don't say bye to your memories. Switch to Metro PCS and get 2 free LG K20 Plus phones with 32 gigs when you switch 2 lines. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.